There you go. Now it's worth it. We're worth it again. A birthday gift after my birthday. Monster Garden, your gift that keeps on giving. My goodness. Happy birthday again, Mason. For the second time. Late birthday. Hello, hello. I've been having an urge to stream more often. I apologize for the messy, the not plannedness of the stream, where I suddenly just decide to stream and then do so without informing anyone ahead of time. Sorry about that. But yeah, I that'll just happen sometimes. I'll with the next stream I'll try to inform at least an hour earlier, all right? So people can have some time to actually know that the stream will happen. Impulse stream, yeah. I feel a lot better this stream. A lot more put together as I wrote up a script yesterday. A script for a video about the war. And I'm really happy with it. It's a script where I try to sort of get the vibe of the war across. And I feel very motivated to draw up some scenes of war as well, which we will hopefully be doing in this stream, is drawing up scenes of war. Yes, hello everyone. Quick, start giving him money so he can't go anywhere with this stream. Oh god, no. Not this again. How long has the war been going? I don't want to specifically say how long it's gone on. It has been going on for too long. That's sort of how I describe it in all the text, is just too long, and I want that to speak for itself, sort of. Like, I keep pressing accidentally on DaVinci Resolve and having to close it again, but it has to boot up first before I can close it. It's on my hotbar, so like I accidentally press it every time. Okay, hold on. I gotta pull up the chat on my phone. Let's say it's been long enough that everyone who is partaking in the war was born after it started. Right? Greetings from Germany. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you for the $2. Flaren Corp. Thank you. I appreciate it. There's no Geneva, so no Geneva Convention. Yeah, no Geneva Convention, so both sides can do whatever war crimes they would like. New Zealand says hi. Hello. Okay, so also, I feel like in every video, continuing from this, like, when I eventually get to talking about the pillars more specifically, I feel like I really need to emphasize that the whole point of the world building and how I portray the journey into the core of the world and the journey up the pillars is that the whole point is the speculation of what is up there. If they continue on to space, or if they stop. Ocean Man! Welcome back! Another 10 Ron. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Give him money? Sure. Well, by the way, this is like $2. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. But yeah, um, the whole point is the journey and exploration and the mystery behind the answers. So I won't give the answers because the people in the world don't have the answers. And I'll have to state that very clearly in the videos so people stop asking me. Take me to land. Let's go. Do you have the answer though? Yes. Yes. I think even though with like mysteries and stuff like that, it is good to have the answer. I wouldn't want to have a mystery and just not know the answer myself either. Will it be like the more you know, the less you know? Thank you for the $5, Flaren, but I'm not sure what that means. Like, it just gives you more questions than answers, I guess. Perhaps it gets you closer to the truth. Maybe it gives you more questions if it's a very vague clue or something like that, but it's gonna be a difficult balancing act to, like, share enough information to keep it interesting and the mystery developing, while also, you know, not just giving the answer outright of like, oh, this is what it is. Yeah, because the fun I had from seeing everybody theorize or try to understand the magic system was really enjoyable, right? Because after the magic video, you know, there were a lot of questions and a lot of what ifs thrown around and people theorizing about how it would work and stuff like that, and that like looked really fun, or it seemed really fun to me that you can sort of talk about a subject for longer if you know, if it's like a open question, like it's still not answered or there's no clear answer yet. What's the topic for today? We're gonna draw scenes of war, which I'm gonna get right into actually. First thing that we should do is look up some references for, you know, taking inspiration. I am very sure that a lot of the vibe I want to go for is gonna be inspired by Zdzislaw Bekczynski's work. Just because, well, it is some good-ass artwork that just has that vibe that I want to capture. So gonna be taking heavy inspiration from this stuff. Also, with the script, I'm happy with it, but the thing is, I feel like it ends a bit abruptly. Like, the lore portion ends a bit abruptly, and I wanted to end on a sentence or something like an ending statement that has the words rust and trenches in it, just to, you know, tie it all nicely together, like a cool little end where the fucking music plays or whatever. And I've been struggling to think of a sentence that could end with rust and trenches. Maybe you guys can help me come up with it. Hold on. I'm gonna read you the... Yeah, I'm gonna read you the Rust and hummus. Yeah, that's where I got the title inspiration from, Rust and hummus. And I was like, oh, the sound of like a word and another word just sounds nice to me, so I thought rust and trenches fit a lot, because, well, that is like a pretty good description of the state of the world. Um, at the end, all that was left was rust and trenches. Yeah, the damn war, it's all rust and trenches. That, like, it. I've been struggling to think if it's the stranger who said it, or maybe he asked a question to some soldier, and the soldier said something that has the word rust and trenches in it, and then the stranger sort of latched onto that and used it as the title of his, of his like exploration of the war and such. War never rusts, and trenches. Oh, that's even worse. War never rust. Like, it just cuts off. Will you add trolls? Maybe. But yeah, this is the last, like, paragraph, or I don't even know what the word paragraph means. The last chunk. Um, talking about the soldiers. They are miserable. Doesn't matter what side. They always looked lost in thought, staring blankly. They wear armor and uniform that has been worn by thousands before them, bullet dents hammered out and uniform tears patched and sewn shut. Some uniforms had more patchwork than original cloth. It's been hard to get information from them, as most of them reply in mumbles and murmurs. They seem like husks, their souls having left long ago. And then that's where it stops. And I don't know how to continue it or sort of end it off nicely. It feels like an unresolved ending to a description. But rust never trenches. Will you add sexy, furry, anthropomorphic monsters? Question mark. I'm ending the stream. My goodness. I mean, depends on what your definition of sexy is, I guess. There will be, uh, quote unquote, furry creatures. I mean, there are creatures with fur, and however horrid they may be, if that's your definition of sexy, then I should. Then yes, there are sexy anthropomorphic furries in the world. There will be. Rust and Trenchfoot. I need furries, my goodness. I suggest making it so the rust absorbs souls and, like, ghosts show up. One thing I've heard over and over again from the soldiers is one phrase repeated: rust and trenches. Like they're in some sort of trance. Rust and trenches, rust and trenches. Just over and over again. Only their bodies left. I move in a haze through rust and trenches. It's never a bad idea to backtrack. Maybe you can come up with a different blank and blank name if it fits the narrative, or shape it around those things and what they mean. Well, I like the name Rust and Trenches. That's my... I like that name. I don't want to change the name. I just wanted to maybe find a sentence at the end of the script that helps, that uses that phrase. That would be neat. If I can't find one, then that's fine as well. I can just end it some other way. They're lost their minds, or perhaps their souls, amongst the rust and trenches. I'll write that down. Hold on. It's almost as if they have lost their minds or perhaps their souls. Lungs. Trees. Okay. It's like their souls were absorbed by the rust, leaving their bodies to die. Yeah, he asks one of the soldiers, and he just goes, "These trenches are rusty as hell," and that's it. That's the ending sentence. God damn it! There's a lot of rust. Ah! And that's the end of the the lore segment. Ultimately, we were as broken and worn as our kit and equipment, trenches filled with rusted and weary, sickened with the gore and foulness of friends and foe alike. That isn't good. I've been here only 2 months, yet all I see when I close my eyes is rust and trenches. That a trench would still... Yeah, I do believe that some of them hold themselves together, but a lot of them have just turned into husks. Okay, I imagine. Okay. The world lays bare of the morning as each morning passes the land aged. New blood fell, metal rusted, scared, scarred by trenches. By the end, it was just rusted trenches. Maybe the Hull soldiers could be giving a name to do with rust, like the soldiers that keep it together just say, he's been overtaken by the rust. Oh, that could be... Oh, that sounds good. Like, they don't have a concept of PTSD and shit like that yet, right? So they could just have a different name for it. And the soldiers that are, like, out of it, mumbling and murmuring and just staring off in the distance, those guys are rusty. They're just rust. I like that. Hold on, let me write that down. Rusted mind. Old crusty rusty over there. Rusty 1,000 yard stare. French brain. Among Us. No, Among Rust. I'm rusting as we speak. I'm gonna rust. Oh no. He's gonna rust. What are you working on today? We're gonna be working on drawing up some war scenes, but I also am like asking for help on the script, which you guys are helping with greatly. Yeah. My soldiers, they're rusting in the trenches. I'm about to rust. No. You should make the rust like a psychological thing, like the anime Psychopaths. I don't know that anime. What is it like? Like what's the psychological thing like? The souls are reflections of the small world the war made them live in, flaked by rough, rusty stains here and there, and mazed with deep trenches like grooves. Rust and trenches. Rust could also refer to dead soldiers whose body have been left under the line of fire, leaving their equipment to simply rust. P-rust. I piss rust every morning. This war is hell. I piss rust in the trenches. That's the sentence that the stranger latches onto. Damn, that sounds strangely poetic. Rust in trenches. I piss rust into the trenches. What about a version of tetanus that can emulate other things like scurry and rabies? What if a terraforming wizard just closed every trench and smoothed hundreds of soldiers on the battlefield? How would an army prevent such a massacre? Well, they can't, but I mean, terraforming mages can do that, but not like a whole, like, landscape of trenches. They could, like, gradually close them. The jagged wounds on our minds have rust over with the blood of thousands of lost memories. Our lives are lost in the rust and trenches. All that is left is the scent. If it's about dead soldiers and their thing is rusting, maybe the rust that forms on the battlefield is general, turns them undead. I don't want undead. Like it, or at least not in that, like, with the magic system. Okay, I have to explain this. The magic system is very science-y, right? And so, like, if I want an undead, I need a reason that they could be undead, right? I can't just have undead. I would love to have undead, but I can't think of a reason yet. You know? If I can find the reason of how or why people could turn into undead, then I would use that. And I don't want any, like, the hate in the soil makes people come back to life, or their souls get cursed, like it's soul shit, or like just, you know, I want something more substantial than that. Not because I could just say, their souls come back because they're angry, and that could be it. Like that could be the reason. And bam, we have zombies. But I don't want that. I don't want just souls get angry. But yeah, I think let's leave the script thing for now, and I'm gonna look up some more references of things I could use for inspiration. It's obvious that I would have to use this piece. And also with the war and stuff, I definitely want to focus more on the sort of desolate horror of after the gunfire has stopped. People patching up their wounds and counting casualties. Like, we won't be seeing much of like action scenes in the illustrations, because that's not really the feeling I want to give across with the war. It's not action, people fighting, shooting guns. It's more like, fuck, we're all miserable. All of us are horrible. Also, if you have like good suggestions and such, because there's a likely chance that I will miss them throughout the chat, that's like scrolling constantly, which I apologize for. I can't read that fast and respond to everything properly. Do be sure to put it into the server. I recommend the Monster Garden chat, and just put it in there. And at me as well if you'd like. I'd recommend with like more substantial suggestions or like larger bits, otherwise it's gonna be, you know, hard for me to find all the stuff. But yeah, if you have any ideas that are good, then just put them in there, because that'll be a lot of a higher chance that I can see it. All Quiet on the Western Front rather than Glory's Trench Rush. Yeah. Definitely some All Quiet on the Western Front stuff going on. What if the reason the people turn undead is because of a specific kind of bee that turns dead bodies into hives that they can control? That is interesting. Having a creature control a thing is interesting. That might be the possibility that could cause people to turn quote-unquote undead. Maybe undead are people that... also, Strawman, thank you for the 11 euros. Appreciate that a lot. Maybe undead are people that use perpetual flow of healing magic to stave off death by aging. They're addicted to tar to keep the healing going and grow ancient. Maybe they could be named tar fiends. I mean, healing magic does go a long way. Codex Inversus? I think that's the name, at least. Oh, I see. Yeah, having it tie into, like, if I could find a magic reason that undead exist, that fits within the magic system would be great. I mean, like, bio magic and like modifying, like, you could modify like a plant to take over a body and then control it. Something, keep something alive. Do we have necromancers in the world? I said, and any like necromancers or like undead stuff like that is not. I haven't thought up a reason of how it would be possible, you know? Like those mushrooms that control ants? Yeah. Crazy in the trenches and phenomenon getting called rusting or seeing rust. I hallucinate and see their equipment bodies and even the land itself deteriorating. That's interesting. And they could have, like, if it's like seeing rust, it could be signified by their eyes like glazing over and turning into this sort of coppery looking texture thing. I'm doing good today. I'm doing very good today. Thank you for asking. Just got off Deep Rock and got to catch another stream. Finally, when I was going to bed. Rock and stone, brother. Dead man. Good that you're keeping the dwarven economy afloat. You know, you're one of the good ones. One of the hard-working men. Dwarves, I mean. Yes, I do play Rock and Stone. Rock and Stone. But yeah, if the question of, like, could magic keep things alive? Thank you, Team S, for the $5. Have you thought about what would happen if Tar Eye was transplanted? Yes, I have thought about it. We will cover it in some other videos. I don't want to discuss that sort of stuff too far yet. But yeah, the question of does mana sustain something is sort of true, isn't it? Because, like, mages and stuff like that use mana are, like, they grow a lot older than normal people. Like, they get, like, twice or 3 times the years of a normal person if nothing happens to them. The oldest mage right now is fucking ancient. He's an old-ass man. Old-ass man. So, like, perhaps if you pump enough mana into something, it can technically revive it? I did not know you even knew what Deep Rock was. I was introduced to it a week ago. I've been playing it with my brother and one of my friends. Oh, nice. Yeah, it is really fun. I could play if you like. If I have some free time. Don't really have free time though. Sucks. Mana can act as life force. That's what I'm thinking right now. Is like if it could, because it makes mages live longer, right? That is a given thing that it does. It makes their body change and morph to live longer. So like, oh, this is getting me. This is stumping me. Is that a sentence? Stumping? This is stumping. I'm thinking, by the way. That's why I'm quiet. I'm sort of stuck on that question. Of like how a zombie or like undead would be possible. There'll definitely be repercussions of that, right? Yeah. I feel like it would definitely have repercussions. It could just be an animated corpse that isn't actually alive. Well, yeah, that's the goal. I don't want like an actual revived person that has consciousness. I want it to be a husk, something that just like lumbers along and stuff. But the reason why they would reanimate is stuck, right? I can't think of anything. Necromancy and parasites, like the real world. Yeah, parasites seems like a I have an idea. Okay, we're ending the conversation about the undead thing, because I just thought of an idea, and I think it's a good one. Or like the conversation we just had gave me some good ideas that I think I can play off of. I'll write it down. Should I mess with it now? Should I mess with that idea now instead of drawing landscapes? Okay, we can think about it a little bit. So what I was thinking was the whole idea of the magic system and stuff like that is affected by intent, right? Intent and like wanting something to happen, right? And if somebody's dead, they can't, they can't really intend for anything to happen, right? So it wouldn't, if you put mana into a corpse, it wouldn't do anything because the corpse doesn't have an intent. But if there's a creature that could take over a body, right, like a parasite, and that creature has the intent of using the body as like a car, right? So it's not that the thing is alive, it's just using the conveniently existing motor functions of the creature as a vehicle. You took my magic system? What? I did? Pimp my corpse. But the thing, okay, this is important. If we do this, I feel like, yes, this is very generic. This is very much typical, oh, cordyceps virus, oh, other thing controlling the body and stuff like that. Yes, I get that. That's like the only thing I can think of right now. But if we try to make the visual aspect of it like really pop, like really make the visuals good, what the fuck is, what the, huh? What is that? Okay, hold on, technical difficulties. I gotta reset my drawing program. Is it fixed? No, it isn't. Huh? What did I do? Oh, now it's good. Huh? That's so weird. Okay. There you go. It's fixed now. Let me put back on Krita. There you go. New brush just dropped. But yeah, like playing around with the idea of like, geometric shapes and stuff like that, repeating patterns and stuff like that, I think would be a good idea. So I was thinking it would have to, like, if it wants to control a body, it would have to reach every part of that body that it needs to control. Like, it would have to basically hijack the nervous system and replace it. Yeah, fractals. That's what I was looking for. So, like, it would have to run down every limb. You know, so I was thinking that maybe it would, like, take residence somewhere on the body. It could be, like, you know, those worms? That... have like the tongue thing where it like spreads out like this. It could be like that. Oh, at that point we could use like the fractal tree. If the thing needs to collect mana and stuff, we could have it like spread out these tendrils that sort of form a fractal tree shape on the back of the creatures, or like sticking out of them like weird coral fans. Silkworms, yeah, ribbon worms, whatever, which one? Okay, what if they hollow out the rib cage of that creature to like make a protective shell for itself, and then use the limbs? So, like, the person's shape sort of changes into like this weird, like, engorged barrel, with like the limbs being really frail and stuff. And this is like the cocoon, so it has like cocoony patterns. Yeah, because I don't want them to be like tough. I feel like they would just be... Yeah, and the worm is like in here or something, and then like the tendrils go all around the body, but they would have to have like some sort of interesting pattern to them. I think a bobbit headworm for the parasite. Also, like, okay, if there is a parasite that causes people to turn undead, why? Why does the parasite do this? Oh no. Oh, I just had an idea. Oh god, no. What if that's the larval stage? Like, it's how they reproduce. Yeah. This is just the baby. And then they hatch into, you know, a thing that will go around and quote unquote impregnate more corpses. So there's like a giant moth thing. A death moth. Yeah. Oh no. That is awful. Trench wasp or trench moth. I mean, if that is a thing and there is a giant moth that resurrects dead corpses, that shit is definitely a dragon. if we go by the idea in the world where dragon is a classification of danger, that fucking thing is a dragon. But yeah, like, it would be horrid, but also like such a potential thing to like, if you could somehow utilize that to your advantage, like some Varus or Ram capture one of those dragons and intentionally like resurrect soldiers and put them into the battlefield, you know? So, oh shit, what if like they use the hold on, this is gonna be cool. What if like the tendril thing that they use is like for feeding, same as like the ribbon worm, so it like comes out of the face when they eat things, you know? So you'd see like a zombie or whatever just hunched over some dead bodies and like the tendrils coming out of its face like just wrapping around the environment. Lowering enemy morale, yeah. Stop. Yes. Yes. We're making zombies, boys. Finally. Oh, and then like when they are about to like cocoon, then you have like these creepy like sort of cocoons in the trenches as well. That'd be horrifying where like they maybe like assimilate all of the limbs and stuff so they like atrophy and it's just like the midsection getting bigger. So it would just be like this weird large maybe it spills out the bottom of the pelvis as well. And like this, and then like some webs like attaching it to the wall or something. Hey Simon, you've been a huge inspiration to me, launching my own channel and world building project just yesterday after ruminating on it for a few years, so thank you so much. Rock and stone, brother. Treelancer, thank you, I appreciate it. Be sure to, I mean, send it into the chat if you have a channel and such. I'd love to check it out. Wait, is it, are we allowed to like send links into the chat? Is that okay? I don't know if that's allowed. I don't want to like accidentally have it auto ban you or something. I don't know if links are. But yeah, this is such a good idea. I love this. I'm happy with this. So yeah, that means like it opens so many possibilities just because, well, it doesn't just have to be a person, does it? It could be anything. They could just imbue their babies into anything. But what is a dragon? We were thinking that dragons would be just a level, like a classification. It's not dragon, like in the world, I didn't want dragons to be just a specific species, and that's all that dragons are, and variations of that species. I wanted it to be more like a classification, like a danger to the point where it's considered a dragon. But I'm not yet sure about that yet, or like how dangerous something has to be for it to be called a dragon. Oh. Uh, Monster Hunter with the horse-shaped Kieran uh, in an Elder Dragon. I don't know that. I know Monster Hunter. I've played the World one. That's the only one I've played. But like I don't know what that is. Set of 3 questions. If they're all yes, then it's a dragon. Yeah, it has to be like it's the same channel. Oh, right. I'm a fucking idiot. Right. Because you are literally the person. Of course. Well, hold on. Let me click on your name so I can check. Uh, no, I can only Tree Lancer. I'll just search that up. Right, because we're on YouTube. Your profile is literally the channel. Here you are. Is it okay if I click on the video? Tree Lancer, I want confirmation. I guess I could just how does the death moth impregnate corpses? I mean, I'd just say it puts eggs in it. Like that's the simplest thing I can think of. Ew, pregnant. I hate it. Pregnant. Moth-chan. Oh god. Yay, body horror. Yeah, I love body horror, and we've definitely not had enough body horror yet. So like it's gonna be good that we have more of that. Richard, you have a habit of like spamming things 3 times just so I can see them, but like I really don't appreciate it because it like throws out other people's messages. I can see it with only once, you know, and if I don't see it, then you can like wait a little bit and then post it again. I'll if it happens again, I'll like banish you again or whatever. But yeah, just as a heads up. But yeah, a brachnoid wasp will descend on a caterpillar, say a hornworm, snatching on the. Yeah, I know the wasps that like put babies in the caterpillars and have them eat the caterpillar alive from the inside. Don't want to hijack the stream for others though. Okay, hold on. I'll just listen to the video. I'll mute the desktop audio. It's just 2 minutes. It's fine. I do like the logo though, dude. Like the logo you have for Iron Vessel, that it looks really fucking good. That shit looks so fucking cool. Wait, where did I see this? I already saw your drawing. I saw this drawing. The drawing with the guy inside and the like weird roots around him and then the armor. Where the fuck did I see that? I saw it literally today. Like somewhere else. Was it on Twitter? No. Where the fuck did I see it? But yeah, guys, if you're in the fucking stream, click on Treelance's profile and watch his video. It's like 2 minutes long. Look at the ooh, the line work. Look at the shit. Oh, the armor just looks so good as well, though. It's really cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, fuck yeah, look at it. Like, damn. But yeah, I did see this somewhere. I don't know where. I posted it on your Discord. It's the art. Ah, yeah, that's where I saw it. Damn. Right. That is where I saw it. Now it just clicked. Maybe? Hold on. Let me scroll up a little. Scroll down a little? No, up a little. Where the fuck? But yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. I'm subscribing. Hold on. I gotta subscribe to you, man. Well, there you go. Now you have 55 subscribers. Where I can't see it. Just search up Treelancer. Like the guys in the chat, just search up his name on YouTube. I can't click on the name and like go to his profile for some reason. I don't know how that works. But yeah, that's an awesome first video or introduction into the world. I like the weird tree armor a lot, and honestly, the fucking background behind, like the banner behind your screen is so badass. Like the dark red and then the cool fucking armor guy holding the sword. Damn, I need a new banner. I need a new banner. That's what this makes me think. 68 subscribers now. Good. You need them. That shit's awesome. Okay. Music. There you go. That is a pretty badass banner. I know. Fucking it looks awesome. I gotta up my banner game. Because like my banner is just the Monster Garden. It's this just mashed into a small like it doesn't even fit. I just picked the image because it's what I had. So like if I probably should make like a custom banner so it's like all nice and cool. But yeah, keep it up, man. I would love to see more concepts like that. Uh, and I'll definitely like keep an eye on you for the upcoming future. Yeah, hold on. So this is definitely a concept that I like a lot, though. This is going in a direction that's like really creepy and freakish. With the face being gone, I just picture the worm eating a hole in the head so that it has a space to like look out of. Because I was thinking the worm would, you know, actually have like a face. And could be... Hold on. I'll just draw it on top of this. It could be like... Like, I think a weird shape is gonna be good. Because that makes it more freaky. If it's like a uniformly sized worm, then it doesn't like look quite. Then it looks too correct, you know? Like something like this where it's like really misshapen. I'll have to look up like insect faces as well to take inspiration and try to find one that fits. Yeah, I think having it look like this is also good for the sake of it makes more sense why it would need to hijack things. Like it's evolved to not be able to sustain itself outside of a body. Like this thing can't move around easily by itself. It needs a vessel. Always found butterfly faces. They're fat. Oh no. It's very fleshy. Oh yeah. It'd have to be like very fleshy and soft. But yeah, I'll have to think of like how to shape the how to shape this part, like the part that like controls their body, because I do want it to be geometric-y looking. Have you seen Vita Carnus? Yes, I have. Just joined. Who are these handsome fellas? It's our idea of Undead. I think we finally found a thing that I am sort of happy with, or very happy with. It's just, well, it's the solution we finally come up with seems like a quite typical, boring one, honestly. But if we can pull off the look of it well, then I think it's gonna make up for the lack of creativity when it comes to the reason why there are zombies. It's a parasite. It's a parasite. Making corpses come alive. Did you have other concepts? I don't have any other dragon concepts yet. Maybe the worm buries itself in the brainstem? No, I was thinking more that it would, like, reinvigorate all of the muscles. It like spreads throughout the whole system and like basically becomes a new nervous system that controls all the muscles, right? And that would give it a lot more of an interesting visual as well, because like if it just controls the stem, like the brain stem, then it would be, you know, it wouldn't have like a visual change around the limbs and stuff like that. I think it'd be more interesting if it like spread throughout the whole body. It needed to take everything over. Man, this chat is getting more populated. Oh yeah, it is. Would it move like a janky puppet or something? Yeah, I think so. I think moving like a janky puppet would be great. Like if I was thinking, like, you know how the rules of like our body, our bodies are only allowed to like use our muscles to a certain degree to not damage ourselves, right? Because otherwise there'll be like muscle tears and stuff like that. You can't use your full strength, otherwise you'd hurt yourself. So what if the world just, or the worm just skips over that in some points where it can just like lunge inhumanly fast or like snap an arm really quickly because it doesn't have that limit. But like it's not like oh, it can sprint at you, because that I don't think that makes sense. I want it to be a lot more sporadic. You know how those bugs kick themselves and then they sort of just fly off and jump in a random direction? I was thinking it'd be creepy if like their legs would just like spaz, like this muscle tenses really fast and they just like fucking launch themselves. Like they'd be really sporadic. Like they'd like crash into a wall and then like adjust themselves again and then like crawl a little bit and then another like big twitch for them to flip over and lunge forward a little more. Hopping zombies, yeah. Like a fucking rubber band. Yeah, basically. Like I think that would be really creepy if it just sort of bounced around weirdly. Could call them leapers. I feel like just calling them zombies would be good. I get why all of those like shows have different names for zombies. Wait, is there like a legal reason why they do that, or is it just to stand out? I don't know if there actually is a legal reason and there's like a copyright on the word zombie or something, and we can't use zombie. Or is it just taboo and people don't want to use zombie because it's been overdone? Zomboing. Rust hopper. Could they swap body parts with other corpses if they lose some? Ooh, that could be interesting. Because they're basically weaving a nest out of a person, so like they could totally. I mean, if they're like weaving themselves into the muscles and stuff, if they just attach a new part when the old part gets crusty and old, that seems very possible. And then there'd be even more texture going on, because then you can have like web textures sewing things together and stuff. Okay, hold on. I don't know if that's the right way to spell it. I'll just keep it. I don't care. Can replace limbs and sew them on. Sounds so good. Multiple limbs. Yeah, multiple limbs, or like maybe I can just picture a dead like horse, and then like the front part was rotten off, so they're like, ah, fuck it, let me just put a person on there. You know, like I'll find a half of a person and just stuff it on the front. Like it's gonna, it would open so many horror possibilities for like weaver ants. Yeah, it would open so many possibilities for them to create body horror unintentionally, sort of. Because I don't think the worms would be like, oh, this'll creep people out. It's just like, that's the thing that's closest to me. I'm gonna use that. Centaur? No, I was thinking more like, you know, like half horse, like this, and then the other half is just a human torso, like this. I was thinking like that, not centaur. BoJack Horseman. Yeah, this is... I've never watched the show. Is this what it is? Is this what it's all about? I heard BoJack was a horseman. Is this the kind of horseman that they're talking about? I mean, centaurs aren't really half horse, half man, are they? They're like 3/4 horse and half man. Because, like, half man makes sense. It's the upper body and the arms, like this. Like, that's half of a man. I understand that. It's cut in the middle. But the horse part is, like, all of the body. And the head part, I don't think, is comparable half to the rest of its body. That's like 1/4 of the body. So it's like 3/3 half man. Or 3/4 half man. You know? If we're going by weight, I guess. If we're going by importance, I guess the head is a little more important than this. Don't lecture me about horse mathematics. I'm sorry. I'm explaining, I'm over-explaining obvious topics. I mean, everybody knows about horse mathematics. But yeah, so, parasitic, larval form. Cocoon. That's how you spell cocoon, 100%. Yep. Feeding tendril. I'm just writing this stuff down so, like, if I revisit the concept on the page, I'll know what I'm looking at. Hold on, let me draw, like, a drawing of one of them feasting on a corpse so I can have that to remember. So yeah, and also I guess the difference is that this zombie virus, or virus, it's not a virus, wouldn't be contagious. Like, it's not like if this guy bites you, you'll turn into one of them. It is a stage of a different creature, and that creature needs to infect you after you're dead. So, like, it doesn't even go for living people at all. Yeah, and then tendrils. That's my sound effects for the tendrils. Sure, maybe it would feed itself on corpses, but its larva crawls into living bodies. No, I don't want it to be like zombies at all, where it like infects other creatures with whatever. Like I don't want that. I definitely want it to be more of a, you know, it's the moth that infects things. And then they just go through the stages and then turn into a cocoon and then grow out into another moth. What does the parasite itself look like? But I feel like I'll still need to like design the parasite more. Obviously, this is my first drawing of both the creature and the parasite. It's gonna need a lot more work done to it. Do they have hive minds or act independently? I'd prefer acting independently. Do they eat their horse? Maybe a few people came in too late because like I feel like we've had this conversation before. They eat other people, like creatures and dead bodies and stuff like that, and they also like eat parts of their host, but they keep their host mostly intact to like use it as a vehicle. And they also can like graft things onto the already existing host. I would say there's a limit to that. Like they can't like just fucking become big giant massive meat. Like they have a limited amount of RAM on their brain as well. Like they can't just keep adding. Then eat the host. I think they'd eat the host mostly when it comes to the cocooning phase. When they pupet. The pupet. Godric the Grafted. Yes. But yeah, I think that's enough talking about the zombie. Because the whole stream was supposed to be about drawing war scenes. So let's do that. Environments. Yes, environments. So I was thinking a nice like above ground scene that shows like all the amazing trenches like going off into the distance seemed like a good idea for like an environment piece. I think it's gonna be a lot of work though, because like there's a lot of details have to be covered, you know, and like bunkers and stuff. And then I do want to like have some bunker cities like in the background, because then that would help just help show, you know, other structures as well. Like a ruined machine or something like that would be good as well. So hold on. What I need is I need bunker cities. Ruined war machines. People. And just grime. I really need to pull off the grime of it. Just how dirty and what is this? You're spamming leptistidium? What is that? Leptistidium. It's a little guy. It's just a little guy. Why you spamming little guys? Tiny mouse. Yeah, why? Have you played D&D before? Yes, I have played D&D before. I loved it. I've played as a player, and I am a DM as well. I was a DM before all my friends got busy. And now that all my friends are sort of available, I have sadly become the busy one. Dungeons and Dungeons, yes. Trenches and Warfare. Grime. Also the Red Roots. And I guess we could hint at those, like, creatures with some other scenes. Like, I do want, like, a plain scene first that just shows this. Maybe some, like, heads in the trenches. Showing people, like, going through them. I feel like a lower angle is definitely gonna be better for this. So it looks more like claustrophobic. Sort of. And we have one trench that is in the middle that we're viewing down, so we can at least see a little bit downwards as well. Like that. And then we can see the heads of the people. Yeah. And also I'll need to actually properly, like, build out the trenches, because trenches aren't, like, flat like this. They're not just dug in like this. They're a lot more like, they have elevated sides like this normally, and it's also just not a walkway. Normally it's, you know, slanted like this, and then they have a step on one side where the people, you know, get up to shoot, and then, like, if it's fancy trenches, they have, like, draining walkways as well. But then it's like, we could tell a bit of a story with this as well, because obviously this sort of one step on one side is used for front lines, because the enemies are coming from this direction. But the whole point of the war zone is that it's been such a mess of people going back and forth and renovating things and adding things to trenches that, like, I think having most of the trenches be like this would be better, where it's one side being an original step, and then the other side is like a makeshift step as well. Just showing that this trench has one spin for one side and then taken over by the other, and then maybe there's, like, differing construction techniques that differentiate Varus from Ram, but both of them are mixed into the same trenches just because they've been living and inheriting the same trenches back and forth. The Battle of Kursk. Yeah. Battle of Kursk. What, any specific images you want me to look up for the Battle of Kursk? Because what I'm seeing as well, I'm seeing people shoot each other. I don't see many just trenchy things going on. Oh, there's a lot of tank ruins, looks like. What is red root? Red root is a material used by both sides that is used to reinforce trenches. So instead of like putting up, well, some places do put up wood planks still, but they have these red roots that sort of grow on the walls that help like reinforce dirt and stuff. Like this. So it just sort of hugs the surfaces and makes it so things don't fall apart. What about a hamlet made about around the trench line? What is a hamlet? Hold on. Could you tell me what a hamlet is? What about settlements made about around the trench line? Well, there are parts of the trench that are made into settlements and stuff like that, bunkers and shiz like that. So we'll definitely have to do that. Why am I using red? Why am I drawing in red? Red rum. Okay, there you go. That's better. It's actually pleasant to look at now. For red root, I thought it was intentional. What? Yeah, it is. It is intentional. They made them to reinforce the trenches. Can I send you some images on Discord to show you Kursk? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. What would the bridges look like? Well, the bridges normally, like, on trenches that I see in images is, like, they're just some, like, makeshift wooden planks put across the trenches in some locations, right? Some cutaway photos like this would also be nice, actually, just to show the makeup of a trench. I think, but let's... Bomb. The music I pick. Why? By the way, I don't listen to this music, like, just by myself when I casually want to listen to music. I'm not like, let me open up the good old Invoking the Nameless, or atmospheric gothic horror reading music, or dark atmospheric music for the Shadowlands. I don't listen to that myself, okay? I do have my own music tastes. Besides this, this is just for the world because it's appropriate to this setting. Holy shit. Rough Chicken, thank you very much for the 500 NZ dollars? That's a big ass number. Thank you. My goodness. Love your stuff. Can barely catch lives due to my schedule, but your videos are always a highlight of my day. What? When they drop. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's like $300? What the fuck? Damn, man. Jesus Christ. Rough Chicken. My goodness. Appreciate it, man. I can buy myself I can't think of anything right now, but I can sure as shit buy myself something with that. Um, something. It's gonna, yeah. Okay, images of those should have a bit of trenches, but I'm still looking for a map of the trenches. Yeah, I think a map would be good so I can see what the extent of the trenches are. Because, like, I want it to go, like, overboard with the trenches. Like, there are so many trenches, it is just a maze. A bigger jar for the dwarf. Yes, that's what I'm going to buy. Rough Chicken, you're going to be funding a bigger jar for me to be able to put the dwarf into. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Your money will go to a good cause. And water. Trenches should zigzag? Yeah. Well, it's gonna be messy, because, like, some trenches would be built like, this, right? Some trenches are built like this. I've also seen some that are built like this. What other methods are there? Isn't there, like, one that's like this, maybe? I can't remember. But there's, like, a bunch of ways to draw or make trenches. So, like, I don't know. It's just gonna be a mess. Like, I think I'll be fine with just drawing trenches all over the place, because, well, if there's so many on top of each other, it's not really gonna matter. Do dragons exist in the world? Yes, technically. You use all of them, yes. There are trenches that do loop-de-loops in the air. Damn. Make a TV series out of this. Ah, yes. Let me just go to my producer. Let me call Warner Brothers, because I have their phone number personally, of course. I, I, I don't think I'm gonna let it turn into a TV series. Just my there's I've already said this on stream once. I'm very protective of my project, of course, because it is like my baby, my child that I've been working on. And there are so many chances that the movie series or Netflix would fuck it up. They would just fuck it up. And you know, like that ain't gonna be good. Hey, listen, if you need any hay sound effects for the TV show, hit me up. I got all the hay sound effects. Yeah, I know. You're the professional when it comes to hay sound effects. You killed it with that one hay sound effect you made. They're gonna turn Jakob gay. Oh no. My boy. This is why A24 exists? Oh. Okay, yeah, a scene like this, I think, would be good. With just, like, showing it from the perspective of some people walking through the trenches. And then just, like, shadows in the distance would be good to have. Of, like, giant things in the distance and such. I think that'd be good. Imagine both sides use a specific creature to dig the trenches, like a land mole, rat, or some kind of digging bug. Yeah, we have that. We literally have that. Ram has something called a truffle pig. that they use to dig trenches, and the people that like control them are called hogmasters. How long has it been going on for exactly? I can tell you that. It's, yes, about an hour and a half. Hog riders. Yes, hog riders. I like funny names. Just because, I mean, like, names like Hogmaster or Pillarmen or stuff like that, it sticks in your head because it's just the right amount of stupid but also correct. Like, it is the right name, but it's just memorable enough that it sticks in your head perfectly, you know? The people climbing the pillar, what are they called? Pillarmen. So, Hogmasters. It's JoJo's. Yeah, I intentionally decided to call them Pillarmen just because, well, it also makes people think of JoJo, which means you remember it way easier. So, like, if I call something Pillarman, it'll be so easy to remember it because it just has such a memorable name. Same with Hogmaster. But yeah, and then I wanted like a scene of like soldiers just being, or maybe like a scene of like a proper inside of a trench, like down low, and we can see, hold on, if it's a trench like this, right, we're like way deep into the trench and there's a bridge in front of us and like a hallway next to that that goes left to right, and then we just see like a cocoon of like one of the zombie guys we just designed and just hanging in the middle ominously. Oh, what if it's empty? That'd be even more creepy. Like, it's not even, it's just a husk of a cocoon. Like, hanging, and like some bodies, you know, dying. Are the cocoons susceptible to fire? To me, it feels like they should be. If it's like a cocoon or something, I feel like it should be susceptible to fire. Shouldn't it? At least then they have like a weakness that you can exploit, which is good. It'd be bad if they were just, you know, unstoppable things. But yeah, this kind of scene might be good. I don't know if I want like a person on the side of the screen, like walking through the trenches with you. I feel like just having it be nobody would increase the level of ominousness. Have you ever heard of Julian Home? No, I have not heard of Julian Home. Fire's kinda cliche though. Why not water? Cause like everything's wet in the trenches. If it's water, then, you know. I mean, but fire just makes sense. Like at that point, like with some things, I want to push the cliche. You know, with some things, I want to push the envelope and not make it cliche. But a cocoon being susceptible to fire, I think, for me at least, is something that isn't really a cliche more than it is an obvious thing. Like if a cocoon is frail and like very papery, I feel like it would burst into flames. Like it would be weird if the thing doesn't burst into flames. Like that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, I don't think it would be like combustible levels of fire, like uh, weak to fire, but it's more like a like you can light it and it's gonna start burning. You know, like I was thinking more like the cocoon. I don't think the cocoon itself would be like just and then the whole thing is gone, but the web and stuff like that is like a level of flammable. So like you could touch the web here and it would like slowly spread and like burn off. Will you have dragony dragons? It depends. I don't know if dragony dragons fit. Um, there will definitely have to be some sort of dragony dragon, I feel, but we'll see, because I'm not 100% sure yet what a dragon would look like. I would definitely want to push the idea of what a dragon looks like further, not just have a lizard with wings and legs. How big are dragons? I don't know. We have not gotten to dragons yet. Okay, and then maybe we can have like a body up here to like add a little bit of visual interest. Oh, we could have the red roots, like taking over parts of the bridge. Draw them off, dragon. No, well, you can see what I'm doing right now, so I don't have... I'm not gonna draw them off, dragon, right now. Would there be any golems visible in the trenches? Yes, I feel like there would be. They're used as weapons of war, so, like, they should be in the trenches as well. Though I don't have them designed yet, and I'd want to avoid using them in these scenes for now. Maybe later I'll put them into scenes. But yeah, there you go. So like a scene from within a trench giving a bit of a feeling. A scene from above the trenches showing the amazing nature of them. What other aspects would be nice to show? Some misery would be very nice to show. I have this drawing of just two people sitting in a trench and being miserable together, and I like that a lot. But I feel like I feel like I could push it further now. This here, this drawing. Now, I like this, but I feel like I could do it a little better maybe. But yeah, trenches and rain sounds good though. Some wetness, you know? What about the cocoon's nutritious value? Yeah, rats definitely need some rats. But yeah, just a sort of scene amongst soldiers seems interesting to me. Also just having I feel like having a nice spread of like this being image of like some Rom soldiers and this being Varus soldiers would be good. So it like shows a bit of both sides and how absolutely miserable both are. We need to know what type of cheese there are. Types of cheese there are. Why did the war start? I'll talk about that in a video. Mozzarella definitely exists. Mozzarella has to exist. Otherwise, the people can't exist. It's a symbiotic relationship. You can't have one and not the other. So, mozzarella. Which cheese? Which sounds gross, actually. Yeah. Which cheese? Yeah, no, we're not gonna have which cheese. Then, by the way, I'm just brainstorming scenes at the moment. This isn't like, oh, we're gonna use all of these. Just thinking of different ideas that we could express with the trench scenes. What if the Ram and Varus soldiers kissed? I think the war would end. It would absolutely just end. You know? Kiss, make out, and then fireworks start firing, and both sides just stop going to war. War wouldn't exist, yeah. If both sides just kissed, war would not exist. Wet. And then I'm thinking like have it rain. So this scene is like a little soaked, you know? Oh, then I could have there's an idea that some amazing people in the server were suggesting with the red roots is like if it rains, in some pieces the dirt will erode away and just have the red roots remaining. So I'm thinking like here at the edge, it would be really neat to just have the dirt be gone and just have the red roots left, like rebar basically. What if we kissed in the Rom trenches? A scene where soldiers from opposite sides just chill in their final moments when they realize the futility of the war. Yeah, I mean, this could be the aftermath scene and just have them be like more worn, bloody and stuff like that. This could be like the bodies of the Rom soldiers instead. Some of the bodies would need to be so worn that they've basically like incorporated into the ground. Like they're just a part of the soil at this point. That would be a good idea, to just have the ground be this sort of incoherent mess, like you don't even know if you're walking on dirt most of the time. Rust and trenchies! Red roots growing over the body, that's a good idea. Okay, let me write all this down. Rats. I like this scene out of these ones. This scene sort of feels good. Yeah, but I feel like I need a better scene to like show the extent of the amazing trenches. Like a bit more higher up, maybe. Meanwhile, Ratcatcher and the Parasite's just in the corner, what? Swiggity swooty. Body looks like... Trenches could be on a hill slope. That's, yeah, that is a possibility. Hmm. Is there any little guys in there? Yeah, the rats. Little guys. Hmm. Can I kiss the rat catcher? Does he like dudes? Um. Now let me think about that. Let me think about that first. Okay. Um. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe you could kiss the rat catcher. Rat kings. Ooh, having a rat king would be, I think, a good visual image, I feel like. I'm gonna write it down. I don't know where to put it yet. Rat king. Okay, let's see. I have all of this on wrong layers. That's fine. How can I show how messy the trenches are? I feel like this scene, yeah, but I just need to elaborate on that a little better. The trenches need to vary more in elevation, I think. Making them look too flat. I feel like just having them like crooked and weird instead of like okay. It's also helping me because would Jakob make a Twitter? No, he'd make an OnlyFans. What are you Twitter? That's not Jakob's style. He's going straight to OnlyFans. Who knows what he can do with all them eye holes? Damn. Who knows? What them eye holes do, he says. One of the comments on my latest video asked, what them eye holes do. I will show you what they do. And then... No. That is bad. That is foul. Foul. Just got here. What? Welcome to the stream. I want thimble chimes, like wind chimes. The fingers blowing in the wind. Metal softly and each other. Elegant sound in an inelegant location. That is interesting. I have thought about that chiming sound being one of the sounds that the rat catcher makes. Like, you hear the clinking of his arms, like, full of thimbles, and that has, like, a sort of chime-like quality to it. So, like, wind chimes, lots of thimbles hung together sounding like wind chimes is not, is definitely an option. Oh, but also, what I was talking about with, like, the trenches being all, like, crooked and stuff like that, not only is it gonna look better, I think, for, like, a weird, disorienting mess, also it's gonna help me, because the perspective isn't gonna be as hard if I, like, just make things crooked and weird. But I'll have to stick to some rules, at least. Yeah, this music is perfect, of course, yeah. Magical cave music, dark caves, dark RPG mystery. Yeah, that's exactly what I need for the moment. Fucking... There you go. This is gonna be a little better. Hey, maybe add some birds flying in the distance. Or, like, birds on ground picking off corpses. Oh yeah, birds. I completely forgot those exist. But yeah, I feel like this angle would be a lot more expressive than this one for some reason. Oh no, I just redrew it and it looks better than that one. And then we can add a lot of detail with, like, corpses and those blockades that you thought of. Person, guy. What was your name? Shabby. Yeah. We will add those blockades in as well, in, like, places like hanging up from above ground and such. Rat birds, like in one movie about the meatballs. No, we're not gonna... Barbed wire, maybe? I was thinking that the red roots would basically serve both purposes. Like, they are also the how did I forget the barbed wire? Yeah. Barbed wire as well. What would Jakob wear for Halloween? Would he just wear a bed sheet and be a ghost, or like a slutty witch elf? Oh, Jakob, you are a silly, silly man. Yeah, I don't think he would dress as a witch. Just cover himself in feathers. Yeah, he'd just turn into a chicken, I think. He'd just be a chicken. That's probably the most likely thing he'd dress as. I'm guessing Jakob's a fan favorite. Yes. Yeah, he is one of my favorite characters in the thing. Emin also. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Or Eman? Emin? Eman? What is Jakob's favorite cheese? Now that is the kind of questions that I want. Take my channel. Jakob's favorite cheese. I feel like he wouldn't want anything too stringy, because that would get, like, annoying with his beak, right? I feel like he would definitely like just shredded cheese out of the bag. That's his sort of vibe, I think, because he would, like, lean back and just drop it in, you know? No need for chewing. Or, well, yes, chewing, but no need for... Like, he has a big-ass funnel on his face. His beak is like a big bowl, right? So it's perfect for dropping in shredded cheese. Right? So I feel like any sort of shredded cheese, he'd be going crazy over. Some of the trenches could have cheaply made thimbles that broke or got lost places. Shelves for making use or recycling. Oh yeah, like having like dug in shelves and stuff like that, I think would add a lot of personality to the trenches as well. Cause like I've seen that in some places where like there's shelves in the trenches. But yeah, I feel like this, even though it's like, okay, you can look at it. Yes, the perspective is wrong. I can see it, that the perspective is wrong, but it's sort of good, isn't it? That's sort of good. Yeah. I can talk myself out of this. I can convince people this is art. You know, if modern artists can do it, I can fucking convince them that the the crooked perspective is intentional. It's like a fisheye lens perspective, but the fisheye was dented. Nah, it's fine. Good. Good enough. You know, like, if I can just get the mood across, if the vibe, works its wonder, then I'm fine, I think. But yeah, in this scene, then we can have, like, the big trench, or bunker cities in the background. I don't think you'd see this far into the distance, like the fog would take over quite quickly, but like just having like the faint shadows of those things in the distance would be cool. Big Daddy Jakob. I'm only late by 2-ish hours. How's the stream going? Oh, we're about to end the stream, Indigo. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere yet. We're still continuing the stream. Because I'm actually, surprisingly enough, I don't know, I mean, I don't know if the people in stream have realized yet, but something very different is happening to the normal streams. I'm actually being productive. I mean, you can stop your applause whenever you'd like, but I'm just saying, I'm actually drawing. An artist actually drawing. My goodness, I mean... Oh, don't give me the Nobel Prize yet, please. Please. Oh, not the Oscars. Oh, My goodness, all of them at once? No way. No, no, no. I don't deserve them. Listen. How dare you? He's actually drawing. Yeah. Please hold your applause. Hold your applause. Actually, continue applauding. Yes, give me more. Yeah, and then let's populate it with dead. Let's populate it with dead. Just some dead bodies. I want it so, like, in some places, maybe it's hard to tell that there's a dead body. Like, it's just there, like, has rotten into the walls so much. Good stuff right here. Artist actually doing arty stuff. But yeah, in some places the bodies have sort of just sunken into the walls and stuff. It also helps show the scale, I guess, if I like put bodies. I'm liking this. This is good. Yeah, that and this are really good scenes, I think. This is like more close up. You get to see the humanness of the people. But then this shows like just the state of the place, more like the environment. It shows you the locations, the feel of it. And then, oh, I feel like I definitely need to show, like, an entrance to a tunnel, just to, like, imply that there are also, like, deeper layers. It's not even just the trenches. There's also things going down. It's like some wood planks going slanted like this. An alternate way for removing bodies would be letting the roots get them. Yeah. Make a ram soldier fixing gun and loading grenades, and loading grenade at character to the trenches. Okay, I have to take some time to actually register that sentence. Let me read it again, and I'll try again. Make a ROM soldier fixing gun and loading grenades at character to the trenches. Somebody equipping themselves to go into the trenches. I think that's what you mean. Okay, I'll try to do that. What about bed shelves in the walls? Oh, that would be good. I mean, are they that luxurious? Normally, there's not bed shelves in the wall, are there? Normally, it's like in the bunkers. Like there'll be those little those bunkers that go down, and then there'd be beds there and stuff, right? I think most people just sleep on the benches or the steps. Puddles, big ones. Oh yeah, puddles would need to be a thing as well. I'll definitely make. Hold on. I gotta write that this needs to be wet looking. And try to get like a bit of a puddle here, maybe. Puddle. Let's take a trip to Trenchfoot Express. But yeah, I think this has some nice elevation to it where it's looks like you have to walk up and then walk straight and there's a down and then another up and then a straight and then like it just goes a bunch of ways, which is good. And then there's a turn there. Yeah, I like this vibe a lot. This is going good. Then there's some of those like giant barricades sinking into the ground here. And then like maybe like way over there could be like the remnants of one of those tanks, the crawling kings. Yo, what's good? Chicken Lower King. No, God, sorry. Lower God. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Would the cleanup crew consist of pyromancers and cremate the corpses? I don't think they would worry too much about cleaning up. Like, that's not the main concern, I think. What are the roots? What do they do? The roots fortify trenches. They make them stronger and hold together. This looks nice. Love me some trenches. Yeah, I think this scene is my favorite so far. Also this one. I'll try to like show the humanity in this a lot more. Oh, the humanity. Just like on facial expressions, having them look like very tattered and sort of worn. You know, getting that feeling across. I could have some crows here. That'd be neat. And one here, too. Just looking at them, I think that'd be nice and ominous. Cue scene of sad soldier looking at picture of his sad wife and daughter. No, I don't... Not that sadness. I don't want the, oh, he has a wife and family sadness. I want the... you know? I want the... I'm trying to capture a little bit of that... What do medical tents look like? Medical tents? What you talking about? There's no medical tents. What do you think? You're coming to a war, silly, not a Boy Scout camp, like medical tents. What would happen if a death moth laid eggs on a living person? I don't think they would. Like, you know how those bugs where they like those insects that specifically go for like a very niche thing. I mean, anything dead isn't really niche, but you know what I mean, where it's like they have a specific prey they go for, not just, you know, like, oh, they can do whatever, you know. So I think they would like specifically target dead bodies. Like, they wouldn't go for living creatures. That doesn't mean that they wouldn't. I mean, if there are no dead bodies available, I mean, the best choice would be to, let's say, create a dead body, and then lay the eggs. So there's always the opportunity to do that. You could just create a dead body. Those ravens look hungry. Oh yeah, they do. Fun fact, there are mosquitoes that specifically are attracted to human feet. I guess I'm one of those mosquitoes. Jesus Christ. Call me a mosquito if you don't mind. Sounds like me for real. Goodness. I'm really digging myself in a trench here, huh? Really digging myself into a trench. Trench, you know? Because we're drawing. Is the is the stranger a foot person? Oh god. Simon had too much to drink. I have not drank enough, actually. I need some water. Thank you for reminding me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. Goodness. Anybody, you guys want something from the kitchen? Some cheese, maybe? I got cheese. I'll just get some cheese. Hello. String cheese. Yeah. Thymungus. Exactly. Are we still alive? Yes, yes we are. I just joined. Yep, I just came back. I got some water. No, the ground would not steam. Will the soldiers scream, "We need more bullets!" When they need more... causing me a headache. You guys are fucking... Every time you do that, anything in that field, it shortens the stream time by like 5 minutes. The stream's gonna end soon. I need more bullets. Oh no, we can't do that. Wait, is it called rust and trenches because rust is red and red makes things go fast, so the war is fast? What? No, it is literally because there's rusty things. Are there plank bridges? Yeah, there should be. But I think, like, most of the trenches wouldn't have the resources available, to, like, do that. Because, like, that's, like, the final fancy step, if you know what I'm talking about. Where it's, like, you know the level of trench fanciness? Where they build them out, like, they dig it down, and then the next step is, like, doing the sides and stuff like that. And if they have the materials for it, they'll make a step, like, the little plank bridge so that the water doesn't give you trench foot. That's like the last thing they add. So I feel like in most trenches they'd just be like, fuck it. And also just for the time, like the time period that this is set in, I don't think they would care much about trench foot. They'd be like, oh, your feet are rotting off. That means your liquids are imbalanced. You know, your four humors or 4 liquids are imbalanced. You need some more black tar heroin. Wait, no. What was... One of them was black something. Black bile? I think not black tar heroin. That's not one of the 4 liquids. Thank you for all the subscriptions. I appreciate it. I need heroin! More bullets and heroin! Does Jakob do black tar heroin? No. Not Jakob. He's not really that kind of person. He doesn't really like drugs. Okay, let's focus on another scene. I've been stuck on this one for too long. So we got one of the soldiers. We got one of them, like, sitting miserable. We got one of the trenches. And it has the things in the distance, so, like, it's like a double whammy. Giving, like, lots of context. How long has the rust and trenches been going on for? Like, the war? Oh, it's been a while. It's been long. Most, like, all of the people that are partaking in the war have been born after the war has started. Are there light sources at night? There should be. Like lanterns and such, right? There should definitely be lanterns. Oh, you know what else should be a thing? To like give more context to the scene? Bells. Like those bells that they toll when artillery strikes. I don't think that'd be a good angle. I think like having it here may be better. But yeah, like lanterns and stuff like that would be a good thing to have as well. Eat this tuna and rust sandwich. Immediately. Yeah, that's what's gonna cure the trench foot. You really need a bell for that? Yeah, oh, no. I don't think it was for artillery. I think it was for gas. That's what it was for. It was gas. Because you can't, you know. How would you make lanterns fit into the world lore perspective? Just little simple lanterns? Or I mean, oil lanterns. Just oil lanterns. They've been around for ages. Oil lanterns would be a very easy possibility for them to have. What's the most common trench food? Meat. Meat. We'll cover that in another video. Will there be chemical weapons? Yes, there are no Geneva Conventions, which means we can have all the war crimes we want. And we can't call them war crimes, because there are not things that are considered war crimes. So, it's just war. Yeah, it probably, like, a large portion of their diet would also consist of hardtack. Because, like, that's just been a staple throughout history. Just hard bread, basically. So, like, a form of hardtack would definitely be a likely source of protein? Hardtack. And then like a knocking sound from Tasting History. I recommend you guys watch Tasting History, by the way. I like the channel a lot. Just yeah, just a good channel. Okay, other image. Like, what else is there? Like, I feel like these two images really capture, like, a large span of the feeling I'm trying to go for already. People, so we can get the mood of people, and then this. Like, what else? Ah! A scavenger. That'd be a good thing to do. Because there's scavengers as well. I like the episodes he does on pirates and he eats leather. There is one, I think I missed that one. He literally just eats leather. Damn it, I need to find that one. But yeah, he watches Tasting History too. Yeah. Have you ever read Gaunt Ghost, perchance? It's gritty Warhammer 40k, but it's trenches on alien worlds. I don't read, so no, I have not read Gaunt Ghost. To what extent do the sides self-regulate moral conduct in warfare? How do they handle prisoners? I think it very much depends on the people that we're talking about. Like, knowing how, like, separate the regiments and platoons are from each other, like they just get sent in. I feel like it would definitely very much depend on the ethics of the particular um people that like some people would be nuts and they would fucking crucify people and hang them up on crosses or whatever. But I would also expect some other people would definitely be more um you know um human. um being concerned and stuff like that. He just looks at the cool pictures. Yes, I am very illiterate. No, I can read, but it's just like books and stuff like that just don't tickle my fancy. Um, Wait, is my Facebook on? Oh, sorry. Um, you can hear the Facebook notifications. Apologies. Let me. And what you just heard then was a video that is talking about making a glass. You know those glass beads you put on string and make jewelry out of? Yeah, I for some reason have a video about making those in the same playlist that I have my fantasy music in. Yep. Oh, my girlfriend says hi, by the way. Okay, back to trenches. Right, a scavenger would be a good subject, I think. Top 50 knee surgery memes. Mrs. Monster Garden. Yeah. Oh, you know what we could do? We could combine the scene with like the creepy cocoon with the scavenger scene. So just have like a scavenger be like off screen sort of minding their own business and then like this eerie thing in the distance. Oh, hold on. Like that cocoon, this, and then we sort of just like angle the camera so like the cocoon is like off to the side somewhat, but it's still like a presence that's sort of creepy. Creepy and spooky. Spooky and creepy. Like that. Right? And then we have the scavenger be like here around the corner in the dark. Just picking off dead bodies. Would scavengers be like heavily camouflaged? Like they'd aim to gather as much as possible. And oh yeah. Wait, hold on. I should probably read all of it. They aim to gather as much mud and dirt on them, so if the wars were to come their way, they could quickly dive low to avoid getting blasted. Oh yeah, definitely. Um, they would. They're like residents of the trenches. Weirdly enough, some people live in the trenches, not just for war, but I don't know if it's by choice either, actually. But there you go. I think a scene like this would be good, where it's just like, this is like the main focal point, but for some reason there's like this eerie thing in the background that you could also focus on and be like, what the fuck is that? Yeah. Oh, and then we can add the like crucified people on this scene, so you know, give some more other vibes, some nice vibes, you know. This is for good feng shui. Oh no, I hope I don't wake up later to find red roots holding me tightly. My god. My water bottle just made a weird noise. Dylan really wants ladders. No, the roots don't grow that quickly. Hold on, I think I'm gonna have like a bit of a staircase going up to that. I think that's good. That's a good angle. A little scavenger. Just go. Little trinkets on corpses. Is the stranger 5'11"? I don't want him to be too tall. I feel like just a below average height. Like he's not. I don't want him to be imposing, right? He is supposed to be, and also just if the character that we're looking through is a little smaller, I feel like it makes the things that he experiences more scary. You know, if he like he meets the fucking Jakob and just towers over him like 6'10", and he's just like little chicken man. Like, then, you know, the fright sort of ends. Or the... Yeah, I feel like having him be a little shorter. I don't know, like, heights that well. Or, like, the weird American heights. So let me search up 5'7" and how much that is. 5'7" in centimeters. 170. Yeah. I feel like 5'7", to me, sounds like a pretty good height. 5'7". No, 170... Yeah, I can picture that. Yeah. What mic do you use? I use a Snowball Ice. Make him 120 centimeters. He's a tiny... He's a little dwarf. As a German, I was confused that 180 is considered tall. Look, some people are giants. When I went to like other countries, I feel like fine here in Thailand. I feel fine, height wise. I'm like, yeah, I am reasonably sized, you know. But as soon as I go to like European countries or something, it's like, fuck, man, you guys are. Why? Why do you need that? Why do you need that height? Too big, you guys are. Yeah, I'm in Thailand. Bing Chilin, yeah. Me 6'2", Canadian Burgle. My god, 6'2", what? Jakob sees Colonel Sanders in his nightmare. You ever been to Phuket? I think so. Maybe. Um, even though I've been in Thailand, I'm not very big on like traveling around places. I really want to be more traveling focused and stuff like that. I'll have to get to it. Let me look where Phuket is. No, I don't think I've been to Phuket then. Phuket. Yeah. No, I've not been there. Can you speak Thai? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can. You went to Phuket on holiday once? That's nice. Shimkin. But yeah, having some and like a lot of trinkets and stuff. I'm over 6'6" and it makes me sad. Damn. My god. 6'6". Jesus Christ. Suffering from success. What are the trench rations like? Rat pellets, charms, sulfur speed. Come up with charms to fend off bad omens. Are humans still called humans in the world? With most things, they're just named the things we call them, just because I don't want to go fancy with it. It would be easier to, like, associate things with each other as well. No shame in those worlds that rename everything, but I can't do that. And also, like, yeah, I'm not gonna like rename things that are very obviously supposed to be named, or just named human. You know, I don't find or for me, I don't find a value in renaming the species or something, like having them be what's the like commoners or whatever. You should speak Thai for the rest of the stream. It would be funny. No, it would not be. A lot of people would just leave. Maybe this could be a night scene, actually. So we could have a lantern here, illuminating the scene from here, and then some, like, moonlight so you can, like, barely see the cocoon in the distance. That'd be neat, I think. Yeah. Night. Yeah, I think those are 3 scenes that I'm quite happy with that would work well. Add some lamps or lanterns with fog to make them more ominous. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Have one lantern here from the, the scavenger, and just have the scene. So then, like, these things, instead of having them be like, oh, shock and horror, it's more like silhouetted. Silhouettes. Yeah, close enough. Not exactly sure what's going on here, but good morning, everyone. Oh, Killian. I'm guessing that's how I pronounce it. Good morning. Good morning, Killian. Are you ethnically Thai, or moved to Thailand? Both. I feel like it's too empty of things like food packets, tools, and more, since, like, it's basically a place where people live. Yeah, you're right. I feel like I'll have more, like, random garbage and cans and stuff like that littering the place. Same with this one, actually. It's like it just has more bits and bobs and random junk laying around, you know? I know the trench warfare, but a scene where the gunfire magic illuminates the night sky, Jerry, could be a pretty concept. I saw someone mention it. Gunfire or magic illuminates the night sky. Yeah, I want to. For some reason, like, I'm not really up to. Or when I think of the battlefield, I'm not thinking of it in a sense of, like, with the gunfire happening at the moment or something. I'm thinking of it like the aftermath. I want to capture that more. It would be a good idea to, like, at least have a scene with that, yes, but for some reason for now I just want to capture the aftermath first. Maybe later I'll consider, like, more, currently fighting scenes. Love your work and style. It inspires me to keep working on my own world that I had abandoned years ago. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the money as well. United Wolf Pack. Oh, that's it. United Wolf Pact. Paxt. Pack. Just pack. United Wolf Pack. Thank you. Appreciate it. How much longer will you stream for? I'll probably end it in a bit. Like, not long from now. Let's say at, like, the 3-hour mark, or 3 hours and, like, 10 minutes or something. So, like 10 more minutes, maybe. No, because my girlfriend's gonna come back as well, and, I'd want to spend time with her as well. Or I want to spend time with her as well. I don't want to stream when she's back. Yeah, I'm happy with the 3 scene. Whoops, what the fuck did I just do? What did I do? I just turned it into... No, document has been modified. Do you want to save it? Yes. Why is it in this... Why is the screen like this? Ah. Ah. God damn it. Hold on. Why do I keep doing this? If I turn it off and turn it on again, I hope to God it stops. Yes. Okay, good. There you go. Fixed it. Technical difficulties? Yes. If it is the aftermath of battle, shouldn't there be soldiers with sheets? Soldiers with sheets tallying the dead equipment lost? I don't think tallying dead people is the main concern of people anymore at this point of the war. But yeah, let's try arranging this into a page, maybe. So I'm gonna copy all 3 images separately. Oops. Okay, 1. Why is there a black line at the bottom? Okay, 1. 2, and then this one. Nope. Here. Control V. There you go. Okay, let's see. Another black line. Okay, let's hide those for now. The rat scene, I feel like bottom corner fits a lot better. This one is like the main feeling of the piece. And then this one's here. Yeah, just a zigzag sort of thing. Seems good to me. Then I just have to fill out this side of this one a little bit. No, with the bunkers. Like that, and then I can have text boxes here. And here. And like a nice one down here. Good stream. Thank you. Burn piles of bodies with emicited priests saying their last rites as they shamble around all the corpse blinded by their beliefs as other soldiers kneel to pray. Yeah, something like that would be good as well to like show the religious angle of the war. I'll definitely have to illustrate some drawings like that too. But yeah, I'm really happy with the progress of this stream. Normally, I am terrible at environments. Like, I am absolute garbage at environments, by the way. I am surprised that I was able to pull these off like this, because they actually don't look bad. They look good. Huh. Which is a surprise for me, because they don't normally do. But that's good. You know, I got to prove myself a little bit. I get better at environments slight bit. Okay, there you go. I'm really happy with this page layout. Oh, by the way, this is definitely going to be a page in the book. Definitely going to be a page in the book. That's why it's like on a A3 size. Well, every A paper is the same shape, just not the same size. It's on an... I want the book to be the size of an A3 piece of paper. But one thing is gonna be, before I start rendering this page, I have to contact some people and be sure how, like, how much edge I need to leave around the corners. You know, because, like, there's gonna be the seam of the book as well, which means... hello, Simon. Your streams are fire emoji. Keep giving us lore. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ray Litty, $2. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. But yeah, I would need to figure out how much space to keep on the sides to allow for like a seam. Though I do want like a flat laying seam, so that keeps it's gonna give a little bit more possibility for me to like put it closer to the... Hold on, here, look, I'll show you. I want this, where it can lay flat, not this, you know, because then I have to like I'd have to like take a lot out of the side of the page, and I'd rather not want to do that. Though I don't know like the price ranges and stuff like that for... Oh, look, the thing is, like, I want to announce it in a video, like the book thing, because then, like, if people see it, they can help me out and contact, like if they know of people that might be able to help me with the book thing, then they would see it. It's a more likely possibility because it's a video, and videos, more people see the videos. Because like I don't know who I want to make it with yet. Like what publisher I want to try and go for, and because then I can directly talk to them, and like if I can just figure out what the edges of the book need to be like how they will look and stuff like that, or if like I can just send them PNGs like this, and they can like if I just send them all the PNGs of the book and they can just stuff it into it. Yeah, it's A4 definitely, but like I mean the sides, you know, the edge, because of this, how much I need to keep or leave, you know. Oh, and also, like, it's way too soon to publish a book. Well, I'm not... What do you mean? It's not even close. I haven't even started yet. I'm talking about it... Like, if I want to make a book, right, which I am gonna make a book, I need to know the things that would be required when publishing the book before starting it. You know? Like, I don't want to make the whole book and then contact someone and then find out that all the pages don't have the right spacing, and then I fucking have to do the whole thing again. It would be good to contact someone first, know exactly how I need to do it, and then start doing it. So I'm not publishing it like tomorrow. But yeah, with the book, like, I definitely wanna... There has to be a structure to it, right? I can't just put random pages. Publish more videos to make... Boo, I literally am gonna make the book with you guys. That's the whole point, is we're gonna make the book together and work on the lore together, right? It's all gonna... You know, that's the whole fun of it. Where was I? But right, I know there has to be, like, more structure to a book where it's, like, you know, in order, and there's an order to things, not just random pages smashed together. But there are definitely some pages that I'm, like, 100% confident that they need to be in the book, and I feel like it's gonna help me with my drive to make the book if I, like, focus on the big pages that I want to have, like a page like this, where it, like, illustrates the war and the situations of the war and stuff like that. That's this, you know, it has to be in the book. So that'd be nice. I mean, it's gonna be good if I keep every element separate, so that if I need to adjust things for the book, it would be better, and I can just move things around and such. But yeah, besides that, I guess that's the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll work on this off stream and give updates, of course, and such. But what are we drawing? Just oh boy, I'm sorry. We just finished the stream. We're drawing. Well, we drew trenches, like environments of trenches. Just joined. Oh boy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait, I just joined. Why are all of you joining right when... But yeah, please just watch the WOD. I apologize. Look, it has to end eventually. It's been 3 hours and 10 minutes. So yeah, I hope all of you enjoyed it, and I'm glad it was hopefully entertaining. But yeah, I'll try to see and